When you talk about the greatest 90s basketball kicks, the most iconic and influential kicks that changed the game and the culture, these sneakers has got to be right there on top. What is up, guys? Once again, it's Derek, also known as the Chosen One on Instagram, with another fresh unboxing and review video from our good friends over at Reebok Australia and New Zealand. Today, guys, we have the iconic Reebok Question Mids in white, cobalt, and clear, also known as the Pearlized Blue Toes. Last retroed in 2016, there are a few major differences between the 2022 version and the 2016 version. We'll dive more into that in depth later, but first, let's check out the tech and specs of these bad boys. Now, according to the Reebok website, these have been faithfully and painstakingly reproduced from the originals. The uppers is mostly made up of this white full-grain tumbled leather upper, broken up by the navy blue pearlized toe cap and the Achilles section of the heel, which contains the really dope OG Question logo. Breathability will mostly come from the mesh tongue, which has a synthetic top where the Reebok Vector logo is stitched on. And speaking of synthetic, the upper rib portion of the heel is made of the same material. Both sides of the kicks will feature the red and blue Reebok Vector logo. Out of the box, it comes equipped with a pair of plain white rope laces held together by a gill lacing system by the 6 navy-like fabric covered in plastic eye stays. The medial side will feature the Reebok letters, and the dorsal side will have the micro Reebok Vector logos. And if you look closely, right underneath the eye stays is a red fabric accent. Cushioning will mainly come from the white EVA foam midsole and the thinned out gray polyurethane insoles. One of my love and hate part of this retro. Love because it's normally just a white insole with the Reebok logo, but this time it features a nice graphic print of AI's face and the Reebok logo on the left side and the Question logo on the right. Hate because, as you'll see later, guys, they've made some significant changes. Ample cushioning will also be provided from the bottom-loaded exposed Hexalite packet. By the way, the OG Hexalite technology was inspired from the most fundamentally sound structure in nature, the honey bee comb. However, for the longest of time, Reebok hasn't used the real OG Hexalite tech for their questions. Nowadays, OG Reebok technology like the pump, DMX system, the ERS energy return system, and even the Hexalites are just watered down versions of their original form. Whether it's a matter of higher cost of production, we will never know. As a long-time Reebok fan, if you guys from Reebok are watching this, I can tell you right now, we would gladly pay a premium if you can bring back those tech in your upcoming retros. Traction is provided by the clear icy blue rubber compound with thick grooves. The Reebok lettering and mini Vector logo in navy can also be found here. And just peeking through the icy sole is a bigger Vector logo. And to round things off, at the bottom part of the heel, a pearlized leather similar to the toe box with a stitched on number 3 can be found. Just real quickly, let's compare the 2022 version with the 2016 version. And the first thing I notice is the huge difference in boxes. The 2016 version came in this black and gold box with the early 2000 Iverson logo and his signature, while the 2022 version came in a more OG style box print. As you saw in the opening, it's not a flip lid, it's a drawer box. Second thing I immediately noticed is that the Hexalite color on the 2016 pair comes in white, while the 2022 pair is transparent. The rope laces in the 2016 is a more softer cotton-based fabric which frays easily in time, while the 2022 pair feels like it's a more tightly wound cotton polyester blend. I actually prefer the 2022 laces more. The leather on the 2016 is more tumbled and has deeper wrinkles, whereas the 2022's is a tad smoother. That is, flipped around in the synthetic fits. The 2016 features a smoother look on the top of the tongue and heel, whereas the 2022 tries to look more tumbled. By the way, the rib synthetics on the upper Achilles heel is a lot more thicker on the 2016. As for the soles, the 2016 is more lighter in shade. Not sure though if it's because of the age and oxidation. Also, the big see-through vector logo is barely visible on the 2016 versus the more prominent navy version on the 2022. The pearlized portion of the 2016 is a more deeper navy blue and has a more pearlized coating, whereas the 2022's looks a bit lightly muted. However, it does have some nice speckles of silver going for it. And lastly, as I've said before, while I love the new graphic print on the 2022 insoles, comfort-wise, it's got nothing on the 2016 pair with its thick, fluffy, polyurethane base insoles. And now for some fun facts. This sneaker was nicknamed the Questions because of the iconic player it was made for. A lot of questions going into the draft. Now, despite going number 1 in the NBA draft, a lot of people question Iverson's height, his heart, and attitude to play in the NBA. Obviously, some odd 20 years down the line, that was answered by Allen Iverson's NBA Hall of Fame career. Some OG versions actually had a 3M dotted white rope laces and a toe cap covering the pearlized toe box. These were immediately recalled and redesigned with a shorter stitched on toe guard. Rumor has it that AI kept busting the toe cap designed by the legendary Scott Hewitt was greatly inspired during a fishing trip with Iverson. During a meal at a Long Island diner, he was greatly influenced by the deep reds of a ketchup bottle and the translucent blue tides creeping over the New England beach. He would go on to design 8 more Iverson signature sneakers for Reebok. Oh, and by the way, the great-great-grandfather of these kicks was used by a rookie Allen Iverson to cross over the legendary MJ. Now, despite my 2016 still being in good condition, I'm so happy and glad that Reebok decided to retro the pearlized blue toes again. I mean, one can never have enough fresh pairs of one of the most legendary and iconic basketball kicks of the 90s. And though I may not be balling in my 90s basketball tech because of my bad knees, these are always heavy in my rotation because I've always been a longtime fan of Allen Iverson. I can't state this enough. Allen Iverson has been a huge inspiration to me and tons of others early in our basketball days. AI proved to us that with enough heart, you can play amongst the trees and even dominate. The 2022 Retro seems to run true to size. Wide footers, I would recommend you try them out and maybe go half a size bigger. These bad boys retail for $260 Australian and are now available at reebok.com.au. I give this release a solid 8.5 out of 10. Thanks again to Reebok for always supporting me and my page, and thanks to you guys for watching. On-feed shots are now available at my Chosen One Instagram account. I'll provide the links down below. And if you have found value in this video, hit that like and sub. I would greatly appreciate it. Till the next unboxing and review, guys, goodbye, take care, and stay safe. Cross over.